Others collect antique tractors and farm equipment.
And they get together once a year up in Warren County for a big 3-day festival. Chris Baelish is there right now. And Chris, they call this the Old Machinery Days, right?
That's exactly right, Paula, and here's why. Take a look at one of the probably 100 or so different types of farm equipment that's going to be up here. This is a late 1940s Ford M2, I think they call it. It's basically rigged to be a steamroller, but it's a really old tractor, and it's one of many beautiful examples of beautifully restored antique farm equipment here. They've got a lot of John Deere tractor equipment here, many from the late 1940s, early 1950s, and guess what? It all works, it all runs, and they demonstrate it, and they even do an antique tractor pull, and we're going to demonstrate that for you in the next half hour. But right now I want to talk with the owner of one of the probably the most interesting pieces of equipment that I've seen up here. This is Richard Oder. And Richard, what is this thing we're standing on?
Chris, this is a 1923 A.D. Baker steam engine.
And what was it used for?
It was used many years ago to saw lumber with, to thrash wheat with, and also some plowing.
Now, can you show us the power source here?
We certainly can. This is the firebox door. We'll open it up. You can see the operation there.
And what are you putting in there? Coal?
A little coal and a little wood. And
what else can you burn in there?
Basically, that's the two main items, and okay. I burn a lot of wood in it.
Okay.
And
now, this thing was really more of a mobile power source than it was a tractor, like a farm tractor, right?
That is correct. It certainly was. It had the large cleats on the wheels that gave them excellent traction, and it was very mobile, carried its own water with it. And it was certainly a key item back in the 1920s.
Oh, can you make it move for us?
We
Does it go forward?
Yes, be happy to.
All right, now while we're going to do that, can you tell us about the Old Machinery Days? Why is this kind of a neat event for people to come up and see?
The Old Machinery Days is a time where both young children and also the adults have the opportunity to see the tractors that served our country many years ago and see just how functional they are. And these are two great clubs that utilize our facilities here at Oders Lake, and they have a great number of restored vehicles, and certainly you'll see them a little later on.
All right, Paula, we'll toss it back to you, and do you think we have enough steam to try to move forward?
We certainly do, yes.
Here we go. I'm going to hold on, Paula.
Okay.
Old Machinery Days.
Piece of equipment.
At Oders Lake, I got to hold on. Oh, boy. We're getting into gear. See you later.
You don't move too fast, though, do you? You don't get a real fast takeoff there. But it is nice. Thanks, Chris. Again, the Antique Tractor Show is called the Old Machinery Days. It's today through Sunday, and it's located 3 miles west of Morrow on State Route 22 at Oders Lake. But the price of gas lately, that might be the way to go again, though.
Steam, right? It is 7:12 now, and a complete look at your forecast coming up next.
And good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day up here at Oders Lake. We're getting ready for the Old Machinery Days, including the antique tractor pull. This is the tractor pull sled. It's got 12,000 pounds of concrete here in blocks. And look inside. It's actually a pretty complicated transmission and gearing system with a cable. As the tractor pulls the sled, the concrete moves forward and becomes more and more heavy and more difficult to pull. That's Tom Gentry. He's the sled operator. This is Bill Hurt. He's from Lebanon, Ohio, on a 1955 tractor. Bill, go ahead and get ready. Let's show them what we're talking about here. We're got a live report with the antique tractor pull coming up.
Looking forward to that, Chris. Good morning, everyone. It's a clear, cool morning, as you just saw.
Seems like a natural fit, I guess.
It does, indeed. Yeah.
Chris Baelish is learning how to do a tractor pull this morning.
That's right. Chris is live up in the Morrow area, and that's where they're getting ready for a 3-day festival called the Old Machinery Days. Chris rejoins us now, and Chris, this is all about antiques, right?
John, it's all about beautifully restored antique tractors, but it's also about power. And the way they test that power is with the antique tractor pull, and I'm here with two gentlemen who know all about it, Jim Hurst and Tom Gentry. Jim, why don't we start with the Old Machinery Days? What's this thing all about?
Well, it's mainly about keeping a little bit of our history alive. Most of us that's in the club have grown up on a farm. Not too many of us still farm, but we still like the equipment we grew up on, and we just do it, and we have a lot of fun with it.
And yeah, and you guys really enjoy showing it off because it is beautifully restored. Tom Gentry, you're the sled operator in the tractor pull. Start from the back and describe how this thing works.
Okay, we start out with approximately 12,000 pounds of concrete. It goes through a series of transmissions and works forward as the tractor pulls the sled. puts weight on the pan, which is approximately 8 by 10 feet long. As the tractor pulls, it pulls more weight forward, applies more weight, which is harder to pull for the tractor.
And just so we're clear on that, there are wheels on the back of the sled. When the weight's back there, it's much easier to pull. As it moves forward, it just kind of grinds onto that skid plate.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, and now here we are on the tractor on the 1955 Cockshut 40. We've got Bill Hurt from Lebanon, Ohio. Bill, are you ready to do it? I'll tell you what, Tom, why don't you get in position as the sled operator? Bill, whenever you're ready, take off. And meanwhile, Jim and I are going to do a little commentary here. Now, how does this thing work? He starts pulling. How long will it take for it to grind to a halt?
Sometimes it don't take too long. Where the tractor will either spin out or it'll run out of power and just die in its tracks.
Okay, and now as the concrete block starts to move forward, how fast will it move forward?
Well, that depends on what gear we have it in. Just the different weight classes, different horsepowers of tractors, we put it in different gears to kill them faster.
And how many horsepower is that tractor?
That tractor out of the factory when it was new was between 35 and 40 horsepower.
Now, explain to me this. I don't get how something that's only 35 horsepower can pull that much weight, 12,000 pounds.
Well, it all has to do with gearing, the size of the tires, and of course the cleats on the back of the tires.
All right, Jim Hurst, Tom Gentry, Bill Hurt, thank you all very much. And by the way, that giant John Deere tractor, that thing, we're told, that's to pull the sled back when it gets down to the very end, and it can apparently pull that sled around like a little toy. So come on up here and check out the tractor pull this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back to you guys.
All right, Chris, very impressive there. I like to have that big tractor for the morning commute. You know what I'm saying? All right, Chris Baelish, thank you. And again, the Antique Tractor Show is called the Old Machinery Days. It's today through Sunday. It's located 3 miles west of Morrow on State Route 22 there at Oders Lake. Now, it should be good weather for it, too.
Actually, you know, I was thinking about that because there's so much dirt out there. If we had rain, it'd be a little messy, so the rain is going to be later. Let's check in with meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer.
The rain will hold off until the weekend is over, so a clear, cool morning out there. 44 at 8 a.m., 66 and sunny at noon, 71 and mostly sunny at 5 p.m. Here's the latest on now Tropical Storm Floyd, even much weaker than that in most